Now, intro from Future Storm. Yeah, this was going to be a stage 1 video, including my upgrading and stuff of the Jesko. But yeah, when it came to actually doing stage 1 runs, yeah, the crashing in this game is absolutely horrific now. So it slowed down my ability to do that. One of my runs was actually ended up in a crash. The practice run that was in this ended up in a crash. It's just a nightmare because, like, Grand Prix are already so stressful. So yeah, this one has some upgrading of the Jesko. Stage 1, I have a practice run in there. I'll just include that video, but you can see the way the Jesko handles, and if anyone's doing this Grand Prix right now, you'll see it does not like play really like a normal car because of that crazy speed. It goes up to about 350 or so in the air, 290 on the ground. I have it. And yeah, realistically, it's like you have to handle it differently. So I want to include that 1000 Minarets stage just so you can see the crazy different run that I take at the end of that track, just to when you're coming out of that banked oval thing. Yeah, like that end of a track is not something I would do in another car. I don't even think it's possible in most other cars in the game. It's just a Jesko speed and yeah, like lack of handling. So instead of doing that normally on the left hand side, that's a different path. That run doesn't have commentary. This video, I'll put timestamps to me begging people about the key, the upgrading of my Jesko to a few stars, and then stage 1, that video, which will be immediately after a game crash, and then hopefully, because I haven't actually done it yet, the stage 2 video I'll put after that one and then upload the whole thing. And yeah, good luck guys and everything, and cut to me yesterday. Now, so it's the Jesko Grand Prix, and yeah, it's time to punch and gun for one of these car keys. If not for the fact that I already have this car key. So I'm really torn about this one. And I would kind of hope that other people might be too as well. Now, I know that there is a decal to be had for the Jesko here for winning in these Grand Prix, depending on the tier you're in. And you've got your epic import parts. Now, saying that, say if you're in a tier 2 group like me, and you have the car already as I do. Realistically, like, this bracket here, these Class A blueprints inside these packs are completely and utterly rubbish. The decal is cool, but to be fair, I'm not going to use that over my custom paint that I always use. And what difference is one epic import part for the Koenigsegg Jesko going to make to me? Now, that's one of those things where you're really going to have to decide this for yourselves in case of, like, do you want to just win the Grand Prix to try and win the Grand Prix, or would you maybe consider the fact of, if you have the car key already, especially in the instance here, say, of like a position 3 victory, it's cool, it gets you the decal, it gets you a single epic import part, which you need the car to be at like higher star ratings to be able to even consider applying that. Like, you're going to need to bring the car up to the 4th, possibly 5th or 6th star actually, to apply the epic import part to begin with. And yeah, if you're not willing to do that, say like all you would get out of this is effectively just your decal, and you prevent another player from getting that car key, which is a point where I would really be torn on this one to gun for like these top 3 positions. It sucks, but at the same time it's like, even if I would get those epic import parts, like I said, I think the difference between like one player having the Jesko, which is tuned to 5 stars max and has an epic import part installed, versus 2 players having the Koenigsegg Jesko unlocked, is a far greater win for the player base as a whole. So yeah, I know quite a lot of people be like, well, you, I'm taking the key. And yeah, if you want to do that, that's perfectly cool. Like, that is down to your own ratios. I'm going to gun through this one because there's quite a lot of stages to be had in it, and I'm going to play my best. But firstly, I'm going to tune up the car, because that's the main thing I wanted from this Grand Prix for ages, was to drop a load of tokens and get the star ratings on the car. Now, with my credit situation, I'm not even going to be able to tune up the car properly. I'm only going to be able to tune it up so far, and then I'm going to gun for the actual times. But that said, with a 2-star version of this car, I'm not expecting exactly an incredible result from it. Now, this Grand Prix does run for 7 different rounds though, so it will be possible to play through like about 5 or 6 of the stages and then see how the group is looking and say, realistically, I recognize a couple of the people in this group are garage level 100s and they're from clubs, and you can click on people from your the standings inside your group and you can see like if it's a person that's garage level 100, it's likely that they have the car. You could always as well consider, if you're like torn on it morally, you could ask the person on the Asphalt 9 Discord and see like, are they gunning for the decal or the key itself? Now, if they were to show you a screenshot in a PM or so and say like, no, I do not have the car, I would really like it, you could always just be like, all right, look, you take it. Now, so looking at the top 3 people here in this group who are gunning for it so far, now that person at the top almost certainly has the key from their garage level, and yeah, from the club, I would think that they have the key already. This person in number 2, taking a look at the club and garage level, I don't think they have the key, so like that would be cool. Unfortunately, person in number 3 there, as you can see, those initials involves K and D. So yeah, that might like get rid of some of your moral issues if you're thinking, do I take the key over somebody who is like, yeah, might not be friendly to other players to begin with. So there's a lot to be considered in this, but I said I just mentioned it, like especially that 3rd place key. If it's a case of you taking it is a single epic that you will not use and you won't install in the car at any point, like soon, just maybe consider you could be kind to other players and pass up on this Grand Prix, or you can at least, like I said, see how it's going. If the top 3 in your, like, you can gun through the first 5 stages in this and play your best game. If the top 3 players inside it almost certainly have a key already, yeah, moral issues are out the window. It doesn't matter. You're just racing other people then only for the decal, and that's fine. But say like that person who's in second there, I would probably consider reaching out to them on Discord, seeing if they actually have the key. You can even ask, say like, oh, do you mind just showing a screenshot or whatever, and just saying, all right, that's cool, and just pass the key for them, only if you want to. Obviously, if you've got the Jesko already, good on you for getting it in that previous special event. That's cool. And if you want to just race and blitz other players, go for it. This is a game where everyone gets to decide what they want to do themselves. I'm just offering some advice. My Jesko is at 33 blueprints out of 45. And yeah, my goal to have it coming out of this is either going to be kind of 4 stars, or else if I was to get exceptional luck, 5 stars. But the blueprint cost for this car ramps up really quickly, and yeah, I'll take a look at that here just to give an idea. So I'm on what? No. So I'm on 33 out of 45 for the 3rd star. The 4th star then is going to cost 60 blueprints, and the 5th one is 70 blueprints. Now, doing the math on 900 token 10 packs means the fact that like the worst case scenario for me is around 21,000 tokens to bring this one up to that 4th star. Now, the thing is, this Grand Prix in the practice stages will probably give somewhere in the region of about 10 blueprints over the next week. So if I get this to within 10 blueprints of the 4th star, that's where I'm going to actually stop with this, because depending on the look that I get, as I said, I don't think I will go for the 5th star in this. Maybe not immediately. I might reconsider that later on the week. But as of right now, I just want to see how much that's going to cost to get this up to, that 4th star, or like I said, within 10 blueprints of the 4th star. So 50/60 in the 3-star bracket. And yeah, I've seen some people having a really good look with this. I don't know how I will fare, but at the same time, it'd be cool to come out of this with a 4-star Jesko. The chance of a 5th star is always really cool and tempting. Sorry for an idiot to drive past outside with a really small penis. Now, so coming out of this with a 4-star Jesko would be like cool. Coming out of this with a 5th star, perfectly fine. And yeah, above that, realistically, no, I'm not really gunning for that unless, like I said, this is a series of jackpots, which, given recent luck that I got with Benino, that's unlikely realistically. But I said I'd fire down some tokens on this one, and yeah. One of the reasons, by the way, in case anyone is wondering, why I would go for these packs as opposed to the guaranteed pack thing that's over here. Now, this isn't too bad. It's like 40 blueprints for the Jesko for 8,000 tokens, which actually works out really, really nicely. And as well as that, there's like 100,000 credits inside with each one of these packs. So, like, they're not a bad deal in the slightest if you want to go for a guaranteed blueprints. If you know, you'll know exactly what you're going to get up front. Now, one of the reasons that I am actually going for the Jesko packs instead is, I'm not sure if you noticed, but in these Jesko packs, you also have the W Motor Super Sport is inside there, the McLaren Senna, the Genti, the Aperta. So there's actually the 911 GT3 RS. So there's actually quite a few of these epic cars, which would also be like fairly decent for me to pick up. And yeah, like, I'm gonna go for the chance of getting the Jesko and some other bits and pieces. I've worked it out already. It's gonna cost me 21k. As I mentioned in my other video relating to the Jesko, by the way, if you're not pretty much a top 10% player in this kind of game in general, spending tokens on the Jesko when you don't have the key, you're relying on either people like myself who might consider passing up on the key to other players, or else you're relying on people messing up in your groups, especially if you're in tier 3 or tier 4 groups. So I would strongly recommend players really, really heavily consider the driving in the Jesko. Like, this is not an easy car to drive, and it is very, very difficult to put in a good time in this. If you don't have the key coming into this event, chances are the odds are stacked really, really against you coming out of the event with the key as well. So again, like, please consider saving up your tokens for other events and stuff other than the Grand Prix, because this one is going to be completely cutthroat, I would think, for players. There's a load of people are going to spend tokens on this and they're not going to get the key out of it. I hate to be the downer who says that, but that is the truth and the realistic, like, looking at the event. No, but that's enough of the being a bit of a downer on this one. And yeah, it's just like, I really just want to temper people's expectations on this. I am only going for this, like I said, because I've got the key, and I know the fact that every token I put into this car is going to be one token, one blueprint closer to getting it tuned up, which is, you know, completely risk-free for me. For a person who doesn't have the key, every token you spend on this could be a token spent on literally nothing. Hui, that sucks to say. But yeah, Jesko blueprints. Been waiting for these for quite a bit, and like I said, I definitely want to bring this one to 4 stars, and beyond that would be really cool. Again though, considering like getting that epic part, it is one of those things where if you get the epic import part for this car and you're not going to tune it up beyond like 3 stars or so, if you're an alt account who might be like taking a key from a group, really, like, that epic import part is never really going to get used with this. But 6 from the first one, that's not too bad. No random other cars, like some Senna blueprints and stuff in this would be really, really cool as well. But I wouldn't really hold out hope on those. It is just a case of like the chance of getting them is better than with the guaranteed. Ah, cool. 1 GT3 RS, which isn't amazing. Ah, there we go. 3 for that at least anyway, the guaranteed. But yeah, like the 1 blueprint from that, it's something that you just can't get from the buying the guaranteed ones from that other side. Buy 1, get 1 extra free. Why not? I don't think these have... I think one time in the entire time I've been playing, these have actually granted the featured car. But at the same time, it's also like fairly decent amount of trade coins. So I'm not going to grumble too much about the 2 Jesko packs for the price of 1. Yay, Nismo Fair Lady. That's exactly what everyone wants from these packs. I think this one's a guaranteed 3-star upgrade, at least, which is pretty cool. More Nismo. More Dodge Challenger. Ah, Koenigsegg Jesko. That would be cool. And oof, another 900 tokens. So that's like 300 tokens per Jesko blueprint. Painful. But now I've got myself the potential of a 4,170 rated Jesko. The only thing is, that's just potential. I do not have the credits to tune this one up just yet. But the blueprints for this are incredibly, incredibly rare. So that is why I'm very, very happy to get a chance to blow 90 more tokens on another chance at, hey, 3 Jesko. Can't say too much wrong about those. That's paid off. But yeah, you can see now I'm looking at 60 for the next star up. Oof. Let's see. I'll see what else I can do to damage my token stock during this. Oh, cool. BMW M4. Just say you want it. Viper GTS R. These are like amazing packs if you didn't have every other car in the game, as I kind of do. Yay! 1 for the Senna. That's 1 less I need to get for a burst of speed. Less yay! That's another 900 tokens for 3 Jesko blueprints. This is what I'm saying. Like, if you are hoping on a jackpot or something like that from these and you have a low amount of tokens, just forget about it for actually starring up this car. Like, definitely save up. Jesko being a king does not change the fact that the Jesko is incredibly costly in Genty. And this is another 3 for 900. Ah! I've had nearly as much luck so far actually from the bonus pack plus packs. Started off on 38k and 32k. It's not too bad. Like I said, I worked out the maths before and on this. Worst case scenario, I'm paying 21k for this, and yeah, I'm alright with that. 3 more Jesko there at least, so at least this one isn't a 3 pack. Yay! It's a 6 or 9. Yeah, it's not too bad. And like I said, all I want to do is get it to 50 out of 60, and I'll be perfectly happy with that, because that's the point for me where I'll be able to run it on into the next star, then using the packs that you get every 4 hours and using the practice from each one of the days as well, because I'm going to be taking part in those obviously. See, Nissan GTR Nismo. Still 90 tokens for 121 trade coins. It's not the worst in the world. Great. Now let's see, where am I standing? 32.5k and more packs. Yeah, I don't really want to overshoot the 5th star by much in this event, because of the fact that realistically that 6th star is the 5th and 6th stars are incredibly costly. So that's why, yeah, I'm being kind of cautiously edging towards that 4th star more so than just going like crazily, like just charge forward. Also, the cost of the next star up is 70 blueprints, so it's even more costly again. Without like a jackpot to overshoot on this one, realistically, I may not do it, but we'll see. Yay! 3 more, so 27 out of... But I'm just going to say it's 27 out of 50, because that's what I'm... Yeah, the goal. And 3 more. Whoa. Incredibly costly. That's like 30k, I think. Yeah, 30k so far. And so far I've gotten 1 Genty blueprint. Yeah, I got 1 Genty blueprint, 1 Senna blueprint, 1 GT3 9RS, and 1 star upgrade for the Jesko. No. Yeah, should be coming up close-ish to, like I said, 50 out of 60 is my goal. And whoa. Good luck in this one I did not get. But yeah, like I said, I had relatively cool enough luck in the Benino. I actually recorded my pack opening in that. Oh. 36 out of 60. So still need at least 1, 2, 3 by 9 for the yeah, to bring me within striking distance of the 4th star for that. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, nice. 6 AMG GTS blueprints. A Bugatti Chiron blueprint, which would be amazing if not for the fact that, like, yeah, having that car golded. And 3. So yeah, pretty much just one more 9-pack then, and it should bring me, like I said, within striking distance of the 4th star, which is where I'd be relatively happy to bring this car to by the end of the event. If I happen... Oh, another 911 GT3 RS. If I happen to overshoot it greatly, with great luck on the next pack, I take it, because this one's just a 3. Yeah, if I happen to greatly overshoot it with this next pack, then I would consider the like coming back in here and doing some more stuff for this. But realistically right now, this is definitely going to be my last 10-pack on these, because yeah, otherwise I will just be like a tiny bit into that 5th star, and that's not much use for me really. There's 3, so that's, yeah, 51. Oh, another Genty, and yeah, now within 6 blueprints of the, yeah, 4th star for that. And that is exactly where I'm going to stop, because I will definitely get 6 blueprints over the next bunch of stages. They all have at least a guaranteed 1 for doing those practice rounds, and everyone should be doing those. I want to get 1 free. Sure, why not? But yeah, everyone should be doing those practice stages every day, and... nada, but cool. Yeah, so everyone should be doing those practice stages every day to make sure you're getting like as much out of that as you can. Let's see though. No, so that's brought this up to, yeah, the potential rating of 4,170. Also, like, that's the token spent to get this to the 4th star, which is 4,300 or thereabouts. And yeah, like, I'm very, very happy to have this car kind of tuned up a bit more, because it's around... like, it's incredibly fast, but this one really, really sucks when it comes to the actual handling of it. And, like, you can see here with the credits as well, like, this is 356k for me to actually tune up that. Yeah, if I was to get this car at 4 stars right now, there's really nothing I could do with it. Yay, there's my apply 4 import parts done to the, yeah, click off that thing for the legend pass as well. Awesome, good job, Jesko. But yeah, if I would, like, say, blow all of the stuff to actually, like, tune this car up fully here with the nitro, that's 500,000, 500,000, 500,000, and then with the things, yeah, like, so even if I was to go ahead right now and bring this one to 4 stars, I would have effectively 0 credits. There would be nothing I could do with that 4th star other than just sit on it. And yeah, make people confused as to why I'm coming into this with a 4,200 rated or 4,178 rated Jesko. It's like, what? But yeah, like I said, that's I really love this car. It's really awesome. It's just a nightmare to drive. A lot of people are finding that out as well today, where, like, I see a bunch of comments on people of going like, how in the world do you drive this thing? It's so crazy. And like, yeah, it's a king of speed. It is not a king of handling. If you want a king of handling, you get a McLaren Senna. That thing can go around any corner in the game. If you want a car that'll drive at 290 miles an hour on a flat ground, then you get the Koenigsegg. Well, yeah, it is definitely not a car that handles well. 43 handling stat with a top speed stat of nearly 500. Like, this thing is so, I would call it glass cannon. Really awesome, like, but just, yeah, an insane car. Now, getting this ready for a practice run here, and after applying the 2 extra fuel units that is from the Legend Pass, which is pretty cool. And yeah, I ran out of credits before even touching increasing the top speed from the 2nd star of this car. Like, my credit scenario is really, really bad at the moment. And like I said, if I was to bring this up to the 4th star right now, I really can't do anything with it. So it sucks, but what can you do? Like, it is just a case of the way that events have gone recently. The game has given quite a lot of cool enough S-Class cars, but it has, like, really not given enough credits in the slightest, I think, to be able to actually make use out of those, especially with some of the later cars. Like, my Chiron's missing 3 upgrades. Those 3 upgrades cost 7 million credits for 3 upgrades. So, like, yeah, it just sucks. Yeah, but that's that's that first world problem in this game. The fact of, oh no, my supercars cost too much to get more super. I'm sure you all feel for me very badly. Anyway, gonna give a blast and a practice run of this guy with the Jesko now on 1000 Minarets. Cool track, but one it's gonna emphasize for a load of players just how poor the actual handling is. It is on that large corner at the end of this long straight. Like, it is far. Now, this stage 2 though, I said I'd add this in as well. And yeah, while it's looking like I'll definitely be passing the 4th star of this, and I really would think that I'll probably bring this to a 5th star, but as of right now, I'm just going to aim to get that 4th star because it'll allow me to do the daily quest for the upgrade the car, and I can be working on putting upgrades into the Jesko over the next couple of days as well. So hopefully I can do that here with just one pack. That would be really cool. No, 110 pack. I'm not making that mistake again. But yeah, just 110 pack hopefully will be the upgrade. And yeah, like I said, that let me tap on a couple of upgrades to this and then be working it towards the next star in the next couple of days. Yeah, there we go. So that's the 4th star. And yeah, it would be cool. Like, since I have the key already, I don't really have any fears with this one of not coming away with the car. There we go. 3 and 3. So 5 into the next upgrade, which, yeah, is quite costly, but at the same time, it's going to be nicer to have this one at 4 stars. These tracks kind of are a nightmare with it, but yeah, I want to come away from this event with the 5th star realistically for the Jesko. And yeah, cool. Star pretty. That 4th star. 4th star? Yeah, 4 star. I wonder if I'll get the option of having the extra upgrade on top of that as well, but boom. There we go. Max rank up to 4,372. Really viciously powerful car. Really is class. 50k extra added to my garage. That'll be helpful with the next patch coming in. But yeah, I said I just may as well do it now rather than wait until the following days to get this one, since I will be going for that 5th star at some point during this Grand Prix anyway. And yeah, I'm not really going to be able to do anything much with this in terms of the upgrades. It's 500,000 per upgrade from this. But what I did want to be able to do is pop the upgrades in there to allow me to actually apply the import part. And instead of being upgrading something like the Leaf or the Aperta for the 4th of July, probably will be after the 4th of July burst of speed, I said I may as well throw the blueprints into this and just be tuning this up as I go, because don't have a lot of credits, but yeah, it's gonna make more sense to get Jesko related stuff. Handling would probably not be the worst of ideas for this, for one of those and another into Nitro. And yeah, 273k. I'll stop on that, to be honest, in case the Genti appears in the store. Now, so I did one run already, fairly safe enough run, but the pathway that I'm taking with this kind of relies on landing safely on the beach and just actually skimming this one. Let's see, nitro, can I afford that? Yeah, why not? The thing with this is you really need to get a shockwave before you head to the finish line. Hitting the shockwave will guarantee you pretty much being able to put it over the finish line. Missing it means that I'm going to stay in my 5th place where I am at the moment. But yeah, I know that you can also bring this one into the trees at the start here, and realistically I don't want to end up doing that with the Jesko, because about 50% of the time this car landing down hard from a slow start like that, it doesn't do the car that well. So I'm just going to try and improve my time and see what I can do with it. Let's see here, just with keeping it steady enough at the start. I'm just going to use some nitro to punch it forward, then gather up some until that point where the car becomes airborne, and yeah, use the nitro punch then to get it up to the car's top speed. But the drift around here, let's see if I can actually fill up for a shockwave towards the finish line. Oh, I did, but oof, that's not fast enough to catch up to that person. Still in 5th place with that time, yeah, because Test Eagles are sitting above me with a 3.8k car. Really nice run with that, but the 4.5k ones above are sort of a bit out of reach, and definitely taking that run there without the spin into the tree. For my final run, what I may just do is actually put this into the trees at the start and give it a test, because that's not the worst run in the world with this car. And yeah, like I said, I'm not going too cutthroat with this one. The 4.5k bros up there above, looking at the start chart here, 4.5k has to be tuned to the 5th star. I think 4.5k, yeah, so that's going to be 5th star with just missing the epics out of those cars. The it's not going to be a 6 star just yet, I think, because the natural tuning, unless they're in the same scenario as me where they just have no credits left over. But yeah, 5th place today, I wouldn't be too upset with that. Realistically, like I said, I'm not going too cutthroat for this. The decal and bits and pieces are nice, but at the same time, this is a Grand Prix where the main thing I want to do is be able to upgrade the actual car itself, and I get to do that with tokens and credits. But the credits I'll use over the next couple of weeks, months, whichever. That doesn't matter to me, because I'm not fighting for the key. If I was fighting for the key, I'd be a whole lot more upset about those game crashes that are happening quite frequently. The strangest thing is on the actual leaderboards, those people with the 5-star version of the car yesterday got 7 and 10 points. Don't understand that at all. Who knows? I'm not even going to begin to try to understand that. But yeah, Grand Prix are normally fairly volatile. The US flag person there at the top is doing pretty cool though. 50 and 40, mine's 40 and 25 today. Kind of not really. Yeah, I don't know. That first day kind of broke my soul with this. And then you've got 4th place who has 10 and 50, and 5th place who got 7 and 45. Consistency. That's not how you do it. Oh, I'm so glad I have this key. Especially now with the game crashing at the moment. Now, fair few bits and pieces there. If you watched all through this video, guys, can't thank you enough for the support. If you picked and choose true bits and pieces, that's cool too. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this GP and having luck with those crashes. The crash is on game side, by the way. There is not much you can really do about that in terms of fixing it. So yeah, I've seen some people trying to move the game onto the SD card, move the game onto the system, check for corrupt files. It mostly seems to be a thing to do with the latest patch. So the only thing I can really recommend is just before you do a run, practice fine, that's grand, but before you do an actual run, make sure you give your game one restart anyway, and yeah, that'll hopefully avoid the chances of a crash and missing out on one of your 3 runs, because otherwise you're going to have to pay tokens to get one of the actual runs in on this. I'm not sure if I will like check up a video for the other days as I go along. I will do for those last 65 blueprint stuff to see just how much of a dent that puts on my token stash, but I have the feeling it's going to be bad. But yeah, you can see from my credits that I don't really have an immediate point in doing that because of the fact that, yeah, even with this car hunt for the ACR half farmed out, I still have completely credit starved, so not much I can really do with this car even if I would have it tuned up properly. And yeah, other than that, guys, all I can say is a good luck, mind your tokens definitely, and yeah, hopefully, like I said, you get good luck in your groups for the Grand Prix and with your runs as well, because this car's physics can be a bit nuts. So like, I love it, but at the same time it is terrifying to drive, which is cool. Like the top speed stat, it's, you know, it's a king of top speed. Anyone who is going from like some of the other S-Class cars like a Centenario or something and then steps into this, it's just gonna be like, boom, what's going on? And yeah, that's what a king of speed is like. By the same context, by the way, if you haven't used anything with a handling stat as high as something like McLaren Senna, when that appears in the burst of speed, like that is to handling what the Jesko is to speed. So keep in mind that when people talk about kings of certain things, like, yeah, this is like a pure outstanding kind of a whoa moment, I would say, for a lot of players. But anyway, guys, yeah, thank you very much for the support. Sub button up there over my head. Other videos from my channel there and there. Yeah, appreciate everything on that. Click that like button down below. Leave a comment and let us know how your group is going on. Yeah, as always, drive safe.